Hello everyone and welcome back to Family Life Builders TV, where we're rebuilding homes and transforming society. My name is Tosin Opolo and I am a transformational coach. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 reasons why non-abusive partners actually stonewall in relationship. A lot of people feel that it's only an abuser that stonewall you in relationship. We need to be realistic. We need to be realistic because people stonewall in relationship even before we get to understand what it means to stonewall. Remember, quite a number of people have, series of labels that we have given to, character, character flaws. We've actually put them together and make them personality disorder, in quotes. A lot of people just don't have quite a number of things that we will talk about in this video, not really because they are abusers. Some people are actually sweet people and they still stonewall. The only problem that I could see in that is when they are growing and they are not changing, and 10 years into the relationship they still stonewall. When there's a problem, then there's a problem. There's a problem and there's a need to fix it, like urgently fix it. So let me say it this way: stonewalling is simply when somebody is speaking with you and you are ignoring them. You shut down communication. They ask you what happened. In fact, sometimes you ignore them so much, like you think you make them feel they are not existing. That's the best way to put it. Then you don't want to interact with them, you don't want to talk to them, and when they try to talk to you, you brush them off. You don't want them to talk to you. um you know Sometimes people use this to manipulate. Actually, some abusive people use it to manipulate. They just want the other person to dance to their tune. They just want the other person to do their wish, and I still feel that is also a communication problem. It's a communication problem because you should be able to say what you want and what you need without necessarily, acting that way. So, the first thing I will look at here is actually the personality. So the number one issue, or the number one reason why non-abusive partners stonewall in relationship is their personality. So for some people with type A personality, those people, they are ambitious, they are very organized, they are conscious of their status, and sometimes they can be very impatient because they are up and doing. So if you're not, catching up, they are going to be pissed off with you. They can also be very anxious. They are proactive. They don't wait for you to tell them something before they do it. So sometimes when they feel you're not appreciating them, they shut down that way. They're also concerned with time management. So when you are not in that, space with them of keeping up, then you are going to be having problem. So type A personality, they really, really, really do that. And people with this type of personality, they are high achieving people. So and because they are high achieving people, they try as much as possible to avoid anything that will interfere with their mental health states. So when there is always, an argument, when they are constantly having reasons to tell you to, get ready, these are the people that fight their wife for dressing up so late, because they expect you to get ready. They expect you to be ready by the time they are ready. They don't want you to waste time. So because of this, they are going to shut down. It's because of their personality, because they don't want anything to interfere with their high achieving mode. And they know that once they keep complaining, you are going to be dragging them back from their success. Remember, they are high achieving people. So once they know you are going to be dragging them back, they just leave you and let you be. So that's the number one reason why they stonewall. Number two reason is they've had enough as a child. So, and because they are seeing so much of that, people doing it to them, parents doing it to them, uncles, brothers doing it to them, they also develop, they also believe that's the best way to act, or that's the best way to handle or manage situations. So that's their upbringing, the impact of their childhood development. Remember, people grow up, but their inner self is repressed. They never grew up as that inner self. In their innermost being, they are not an adult. They can be high achieving, they can be really doing well, but they are really a child deep within them. So you don't expect more from them than to act that way. Number three is they are possibly a narcissist. That way, they are immature, and that's the only way they know how to handle misunderstanding. So, especially when someone is very close to them, that's the only way they understand how to manage the situation. And the last one is about you that you are complaining, is because they have been talking to you and you are not accepting correction. If you don't accept correction, they are going to leave you because they don't want to keep having problem with you, because by their nature is flee or fight. So, and when they keep fighting you and you refuse to listen, then they are going to fly. So expect them to do that. But all this actually, the best way to overcome this, because this is a communication issue. This is a big time communication issue, and to overcome this you need to communication open the line of communication and let your spouse know exactly how you are feeling. If they hurt you, just decide to discuss it. Stop saying, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to discuss it, I don't want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it the first day, yes, we hear you. You don't want to talk about it the second day, yes, we hear you. But you don't want to talk about it after 1 month. What is wrong with you? Come on, open the line of communication. Let people know how you're feeling. Sometimes people don't understand what they've done to hurt you. You might really be the one to tell them, this is what you have done to me. So and you really need to call things the name they bear. If you really feel this is stonewalling, come out and say this is stonewalling and it's not okay. Sometimes our spouse, especially women, depend on men a lot for emotional support, which is okay. So if you're stonewalling them, then you are pushing them away. I'm going to be doing a series, watch out for that series, on emotional infidelity and how to identify it, how to note it, and how to recover from it. Okay, so to conclude on this video, I really want you to watch this video on how to heal from emotional abuse, because for some people who are for some partners who are abusive, this is just their normal way of doing things. They believe this is how they can handle things, this is how they can do things, and which is not okay. So we really need to talk about it. So watch that video if you want to know the difference between emotional abuse and stonewalling from people who are non-abusive. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.